This is Charlie Parsons for
This is Charlie Parsons for whatever fucking bullshit outlet he works for right now.
wow, my outlet, not bullshit outlet. Wow, scandalous. Oh, hold up, it's not side by side. There we are. Now we are both on screen. Mr. Fabio Wardley. You actually don't look as bad as a man who was in an absolute humdinger of a war would look as of last week.
Bit of ice, bit of ibuprofen. You're good to go, mate. Don't worry about it.
It's all a man needs. How's the old nose healing up?
That's fine. Fine, mate. Right as rain. Straight as ever. Straight as an arrow. Don't worry about
Good man. Well, we'll go
that.
into.
Nah, it was just a little split. The nose ain't broke. There's nothing wrong with it like that. I've had a couple of like scars and stuff on there already, so it just reopened, basically. It just looked a lot worse than it was, but it's all good for the cameras, isn't it? Good for the pictures.
I don't know if the viewers are aware or they've seen any other media, but you have basically cheated on me, putting four outlets ahead, which is fine. I'm not offended in the slightest.
You snooze, you fucking lose. It's the
Hail,
name of the game, mate, yeah? Get
can
on it faster. Get
get
on it
up as
faster.
well.
You know your priority. You're one of about three people after I got smashed in that I decided to interview. So don't give it the cheek now, mate.
But did you wear the old Ipswich Town get up for everyone else as well, or am I double special?
No, I wore it for you because your shit team lost the other day.
Okay. Okay, I just got humbled very quickly.
We've got Super Kim McKenna. He knows exactly what we need. Parsons is fucking shit.
Right, let's talk actual boxing because that's what they're here for.
No. I don't want to start there. I want to start with your team. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Let's start there.
what do you want to say, Fabio?
I want to start with your little snidey text. What did you say to me? What was the score, and what did you say to me?
It was 2-1, and I said, bringing out the receipts to mug myself off. Uh, hey, bro, big up yourself. Thank you for your time. I'm sure it's a bit long after a war like that.
Yeah.
P.S. Up the Saints.
Yeah, see, you tried to soft it in. You tried to be like, oh, nicey. Big up, bro. Yeah, you did really well. You did really well. Wait, up the Saints, wait. That's what you tried, mate. And look how that ended for you. Looked
Yeah.
in 3-2 misery. That's what it looked
Never,
like.
never a red card in a million years.
It doesn't matter. You lost. Who cares? It's done.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that. I think you lot are going up, and it's a playoffs job for us.
We are going to the moon, mate. That's where we're going.
Not convinced you lot will hang in the Prem.
Who knows, mate? No one was convinced we'd hang in the championship. We
Very,
thought we'd end up like bottom 10, something
very
like that.
manager.
And look at what we've done. So don't worry about us. We've just got a bunch of new investment as well. So we'll be fucking. I'm gonna fucking donate some money to the club as well, so we can get some players in.
Okay. Okay. That's big dough, that. Little link up with Ed
Oh.
Sheeran on the way.
Little link up with.
Ed Sheeran.
I've never. The thing is, I've never actually met him. Never actually met him. I need to. We need to sort it out.
Got to be
So,
coming, surely.
hey,
Got to be like in the mix, the old Ipswich Town link up.
he's there. He's like, I'm in the box. He's in the box. He's like down the thing. I've just never gone and seen him and said hello.
Fair enough. Right. Let's actually talk about stuff that they want to hear and not you mugging me off for the football score.
Come on, then. Come on, then. Come on, then.
I say a couple of days on, it's like half a week on. I suppose just initially, obviously at the time, I wouldn't say you were deflated as such, but obviously when you're coming out, I mean, you've still got the belts, but it's not the win. I mean, how did you just reflect and react on it all?
Yeah, look, it is that. It's not a win. A loss. A draw feels like a loss. Although, look, I retain my belts, still undefeated, still in the driving seat, still control what goes forward. All those things are positives. So there's a lot of things to take from it. But my technical performance, boxing performance, I was not happy with in the slightest. So there's a lot to work on, a lot to do. But That's okay. That's all I've been doing all my career is going through moments, figuring it out, and learning. And this is just another step of that.
Have you say you weren't too happy with your actual, like, I suppose, technical boxing ability? Ben Davison, when I spoke to him after the fight, said he was happy with the grit and the guts and everything, but in terms of like listening to instructions at times, it wasn't the best. Have you watched it back, or is that just the sort of feeling that you had from the fight itself?
No, I haven't watched it back, but I know how I did. I know what the instructions were, and I could see them. I just wasn't doing them.
Okay. Okay. I suppose now we're in a bit of a position where you've got, I suppose, you've got to let this heal. I saw you put out a tweet today, actually, saying first I'm hearing of this because there was a report. I don't know what the source was, but that Wardley Clarke 2 would be targeted for September. That's not anything that you've heard about.
No one's called me, so I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Don't know who put that out, but no one said nothing to me about September.
Would September be too soon?
No, it wouldn't be, but no one said anything to me. I don't know, so we'll see.
Okay, right. I imagine you've gone to well, the doctors or the specialists or whatever. So the situation with the nose, I know you mentioned earlier, it's okay, it's not broken. Obviously, I think you said to me post-fight that we've seen it open up before in fights, etc. Is there any more that can be done? I mean, you talked me through that on your end.
Honestly, I'm not sure. I've got an appointment with a surgeon on Monday to have a look at it and see if there's any more that can be done. Some sort of, I don't know, reinforcements, some extra, I don't know, take some skin off my arse cheek and stick it to my nose. I don't know. Whatever. Something, maybe. But we'll see.
Moving forward, I suppose, do you like the immediate rematch? I mean, I know after the fight, it was a little bit like, let me just assess the situation, see what my options are, in which you've got a plethora of options, you're a free agent. Are you eager to do the fight again? I know you've sort of shared your respect towards Frazer and everything.
Yeah, look, the fight is a strong option, but it's just that it's an option. In this case, Fraser wasn't a mandatory; he's a voluntary. So I decided to fight him. So it wasn't his right or anything like that at all. I decided to pick him and decided to fight him. So that was up to me. That was my option. So whether again now I choose to give him a rematch, that's on me as well. I know the fans will call for it. I know a lot of people will want to see it. And there's things in that fight I'd like to write as well, but it doesn't mean I'll do it immediately. It doesn't mean I'll do it in the near future. It just means that I will sit, have a look, see what's around, see what options there are, and we'll go from there.
You hit him with some absolute humdingers in there, especially when he went down. I mean, it was at the end of the round. I suppose that minute definitely gave him the chance to recover. But
Yeah, you got away with it there.
were you surprised that he took as much as he did?
Um, a little bit, yeah. Look, don't get me wrong. I know I said some things in the build-up, but I knew he was tough. He's been through some big fights in the amateurs. I knew he had some heart. I knew he was tough. I just wondered, under the lights, under the pressure of the situation, maybe that would get to him fatigue-wise. Maybe it would really settle in, and he'd just be like, maybe not. But um, but no, he carried on and powered through. So credit to him.
You yourself, it was a massive event and spectacle. There was a huge travelling Ipswich town support. Did the momentum and the night get to you at all? Obviously, the main event, ring walk, you'll have seen firsthand. It was absolutely packed out in there. Did any of it overrule you, or not really?
No, it didn't overrule me. Um, I've got a good capability of just putting the blinders on and just I understand this is fantastic, it's great, massive and all, but the job at hand is right in front of me, so let's just focus on that. And then afterwards I can watch videos back, I can have a look at it and soak it in and have a good look. But for that moment in time, no, I'm just focused on the job.
Have you spoke to Ben or any of your training team, etc., about sort of moving forward and everything? I know that probably the last thing you want to do is even talk about the fight and even do interviews about the fight. But I suppose you've got to have one eye on your steps moving forward. Have you got an idea of when you want to be back, and have you communicated with everyone?
No, I haven't had a chat. I've got some things on my own part, my body and stuff I need to adjust, need to sort. some things I need to tick off and things. So once they're looked at from my kind of physio team and bits like that, then we'll have a look and see where we stand.
In terms of viewing figures, they were very, very big. We always knew that, obviously, off the back of Man City, Arsenal on Sky, it would do very well. I've seen you retweeted lots of stuff, and as I mentioned earlier, free agent, you've gone and fought on the Saudi bills under the Frank Warren undercard. You've been with Eddie to now come over and deliver this. This is exactly why you decided to have your career in the way you've done it.
Yeah, of course. Like to going elsewhere, going to DAZN brings fans. Going to TNT brings fans. Going to Sky brings fans. I'm collecting fans all around. I don't actually know another fighter, another heavyweight, or anyone doing it like this. I'm not trying to set a path or set a trailblazer. I'm just trying to say that if you back yourself, you can be in control of your own career and look at the benefits it gives you. 1.7 million views, baby.
Big things.
Big up.
I suppose just lastly on the fight itself, when that final bell rang, I know we sort of discussed it a little bit post fight, but just now, like, you've reflected on everything, and I know you haven't watched it back, as you say, but you know, you were sure that you'd done enough with the knockdown and the point deduction and everything, but like you say, no point beating yourself up about it. The result is the result now. You've still got your belts, etc.
Yeah, look, I'm not one to cry over what's done and what's dusted and ticked off. It's not going to change anything. If I start whinging about it, if I start moaning at the refs, they're not going to change their scorecard. So it is what it is. Ultimately, I always put the blame on myself. I should have done more in the fight to make it more convincing. I do feel like I won, especially with the knockdown, especially with the point deduction. I was always pressing the fight, pressing the action. The more damaging shots always came from me. So I feel like I just did enough in that fight to get the win. But a draw is a draw, whatever. Still undefeated, so we can go again.
Is there the chance you maybe sort of bypass this level and start maybe looking at your sort of fringe world level clashes now?
Yeah, look, there's a chance. There's definitely a chance. It's not a guarantee, but again, we'll just look because boxing's a difficult one, isn't it? Because you can't you can't pick an opponent and say, right, I want to fight him, and then next thing you know, he loses or something goes on, or I get a mandatory call over here, or blah 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 blah. So it it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to mull over. So I'm gonna do all that in my own time and come back later.
I'll let you do your thinking, and let you do your mulling over. What is next for you in terms of, like, are you going on holiday? Have you got, like, what you've now got some time for you, right?
Yeah, yeah, downtime for me. Derby day on Sunday. Upper Town. Come on, you Blues. Derby day against Norwich. Secured a bunch of tickets, me and the boys. The Stony will be out. Actually, send me one. I need to borrow one of yours. Come on.
You
And
definitely be able to fit in one of mine.
yeah, true. Send me a couple so I'll stitch them together and then they'll fit. Yeah, look, Derby day at the weekend. Ipswich versus Norwich, massive game. So I'll be there chanting, being a hooligan, just singing away. And then back home, chill for a few days, and then on holiday for a week.
Anywhere nice?
Greece,
Very nice.
Crete. I think it's about 30 degrees at the moment, which
Please.
is fat lovely, mate. It's fat lovely.
Go on, a boy. Mr. Fabio Wardley, it's always a pleasure. Uh, I look forward to having a normal rapport with you now on WhatsApp as opposed to pouring ourselves out for content.
You'll always hold yourself out for content, mate. That's you now. That's your job. That's what you do.
Fabio Wardley, thank you for speaking to us at the Stomping Ground.
Cheers,